Growth is the ultimate test of relationships. It exposes the truth behind every smile, every handshake, and every promise. When you begin to rise, when you discipline your mind, sharpen your focus, and step into a higher version of yourself, you will notice something strange. Not everyone around you will clap. Some will go silent. Some will laugh at your ambitions. Some will even try to pull you back down where they are. The true measure of a person's heart is revealed not when you suffer, but when you succeed. Anyone can comfort you when you are broken, but only the genuine will celebrate you when you shine. Hidden demons often lurk in the shadows of friendship and family, cloaking envy and politeness. They nod at your success, but inside they are wounded by it. Their pride whispers, "Why them and not me?" That whisper is the birthplace of betrayal. When you achieve even the smallest victory, pause. Look around you. Study their reactions. Did their eyes light up with authentic joy, or did they dim with disappointment? Did their words affirm your efforts, or did they slip in subtle criticism disguised as humor? The hidden demon rarely announces itself. It is revealed in these small moments of reaction. Understand this: a true friend does not compete with your growth. They are inspired by it. A loyal family member does not resent your progress. They are proud of it. The counterfeit spirit, however, cannot hide forever. The mask cracks when your progress threatens their comfort zone. Their jealousy seeps through in small comments. "Don't get ahead of yourself. You've changed, and not in a good way. I liked you better before." These are not words of guidance. These are daggers designed to shrink you back to a version of yourself that makes them feel safe. If you are not careful, you will mistake their envy for love and keep them close, handing them the power to sabotage your destiny. That is why awareness is your shield. Every time you grow, test your circle. Share your vision, then observe. Do they fuel your fire or pour water over it? Do they encourage your next step or remind you of every possible failure? My friends, never forget growth demands pruning. A tree cannot rise to the sky unless it lets go of the dead branches weighing it down. You, too, must learn the art of pruning. Protect your peace by removing those who cannot celebrate your progress without envy. It may hurt at first, especially when the demon hides in the skin of someone you love. But freedom is always born through sacrifice. Ask yourself this question with brutal honesty: who in my life becomes smaller when I become bigger? Who loses their smile when I step into my light? These are not your supporters, they are your hidden adversaries. Do not argue with them. Do not try to convince them. Do not dim your light to make them comfortable. Simply move forward with strength and let your success separate the loyal from the fraudulent. Because here is the truth: the path to greatness is not crowded, not because people lack opportunity, because they refuse to let go of those who secretly oppose them. Many destinies have been buried, not by strangers, but by friends who could not stomach the sight of their growth. Guard yourself. Celebrate with those who celebrate you. Distance yourself from those who resent you, for the company you keep will either multiply your peace or destroy it. And remember, your growth is sacred. Anyone who cannot honor it does not deserve a seat at your table. Words are powerful. They build nations, they topple empires, they heal wounds, and they destroy souls. But here lies the truth most ignore: words alone are never enough. The tongue can lie, but the tone cannot. The lips can flatter, but the energy beneath them will always betray what hides in the heart. Hidden demons in friends or family rarely reveal themselves through open hostility. Instead, they cloak their intent in words that sound helpful, reasonable, even loving. But if you sharpen your awareness, you will notice the poison dripping between the lines. They say one thing, but they mean another. They appear supportive, but their voice carries doubt, sarcasm, or restraint. That is where you must train your ear, not to the surface of their speech, but to the spirit that carries it. Consider this: a true ally will speak life into your vision. Their tone will carry warmth, conviction, and belief. Even when they challenge you, their words will energize you, not diminish you. A counterfeit, however, will do the opposite. Their speech may be wrapped in concern, but listen carefully. Are they feeding your courage or planting seeds of hesitation? Pay attention to phrases like, "Are you sure this is realistic?" "Don't get your hopes up too high." "What if it all fails?" These words are not spoken to protect you, they are spoken to cage you. Fear inside them demands that you remain small because your growth threatens to expose their stagnation. Their words reveal their secret wish that you never rise beyond the comfort of their control. Another disguise they wear is humor. Be cautious of the jokes they make about your ambitions. The demon often hides its daggers in laughter. A sarcastic remark about your goals is not always a joke, it is a confession of envy. Do not dismiss it. Take note, the subconscious always leaks the truth, and their playful teasing often speaks louder than any direct statement. Also observe what they do not say. Silence can be as revealing as speech. When you share good news, do they cheer with you, or do they quickly change the subject? Do they echo encouragement, or do they sit in uneasy quiet, hoping your flame dies down? Remember, absence of affirmation is itself an answer. To listen beyond words, you must develop emotional intelligence. Ask yourself, how do I feel after hearing their response? Do I walk away heavier, questioning myself, filled with doubt? Or do I leave lighter, stronger, and ready to act? The soul recognizes truth long before the mind does. Trust that instinct. There is also another layer. Sometimes the demon does not discourage directly. They encourage recklessly. They push you toward foolish decisions, not because they want to see you succeed, but because they secretly desire your downfall. A deceptive cheerleader is as dangerous as an obvious critic. Learn to ask, is this guidance wise, or is it disguised sabotage? My friends, words are mirrors. They reflect the hidden condition of the heart. That is why you must not only hear what is said, but what is meant. Train yourself to detect the vibration behind the voice. If the vibration weakens you, protect yourself. If it strengthens you, treasure that person. The greatest mistake you can make is dismissing subtle words because they didn't mean it that way. Yes, they did. And even if they didn't, your peace is still too precious to gamble. If someone's speech repeatedly sows doubt, confusion, or fear in your path, you must set boundaries. Guard your ears. Guard your spirit. For what you allow into your mind through the words of others will eventually shape your beliefs, and your beliefs will shape your destiny. Listen carefully, not just to what they say, but to what they truly mean. In that awareness lies your protection. Promises are easy to make. They roll off the tongue like sweet honey, but many are empty, designed not to serve you, but to control you. The world is full of people who will tell you, "I'm with you, I'll support you, I'll always have your back." Yet when the moment of truth arrives, you find yourself standing alone. Why? Because their promises were words, not commitments. And words without energy are dead. Energy never lies. It is the silent truth behind the mask. You can study a person's intentions not by what they say, but by how their presence makes you feel. When you leave a conversation, ask yourself, do I feel stronger or do I feel weaker? Do I feel encouraged or do I feel drained? That answer reveals more than 1,000 promises ever could. The hidden demon in friends and family thrives on promises. They promise to help you, but disappear when you need them most. They promise to stand by you, but vanish when your path becomes difficult. They promise to celebrate you, but their celebration comes late, half-hearted and hollow. They use promises like a mask to distract you from the truth of their energy. They are not truly for you. Here is the secret: energy carries frequency. It either vibrates with faith, courage, and love, or it hums with fear, envy, and resentment. You don't need to be a mystic to sense it. Your spirit already knows. Pay attention. When you share your vision with someone, do they lean in with fire in their eyes, or do they shrink back with hesitation? Do you feel lifted, or do you feel subtly discouraged? That is the language of energy. Some will say all the right things. They will flatter you, encourage you, and echo your dreams, but watch their actions. Do they show up when it matters? Do they put time, effort, or even a kind gesture into motion? Or do their promises vanish like smoke? Hidden demons feed on your hope. They delay you with words while secretly wishing you fail. This is why you must study patterns, not isolated actions. A single broken promise can be forgiven, but repeated patterns of empty talk reveal the truth. Someone who always promises and never delivers is not forgetful. They are showing you where their loyalty really stands. Learn to detach from the illusion of promises. Do not mistake sweet words for true loyalty. A loyal person does not need to promise. They simply show up. Their energy is consistent, their presence reliable, their actions aligned. You never question their support because it is proven, not proclaimed. You must also examine your own energy. Are you surrounding yourself with people who drain you, but excusing it because of shared history, family ties, or long friendship? History does not equal loyalty. Blood does not equal peace. If their energy weakens your spirit, they are not walking in alignment with your destiny. Protect your peace by stepping away from those who break you with their presence, no matter how sweet their promises sound. Remember this principle: energy multiplies. If you spend time with those who carry doubt, gossip, or fear, you will inherit their vibration. You will find yourself discouraged, confused, or paralyzed. But if you walk with those who carry vision, discipline, and faith, you will rise with them. Promises will not matter because their energy itself will empower you. So train yourself to study energy like a scientist studies truth. Do not argue with words. Test the spirit. Ask, is this person's presence inspire me to rise, or does it keep me chained? The answer is your compass. Protect your peace. Believe actions, not promises. Trust energy, not words. For energy is the truest language of all, and it will always reveal the hidden demons long before their promises collapse. Silence is one of the greatest teachers. It is in silence that people reveal themselves. When you speak too much, you give others the blueprint to wear the right mask. But when you fall silent, when you withhold your plans, your struggles, your victories, you create space for truth to rise. A hidden demon cannot hide for long in silence, because silence strips away the excuses, the performances, and the disguises. Most people are eager to hear your secrets, not because they wish to protect them, but because they wish to use them. They disguise curiosity as concern. They disguise probing questions as love. And yet, when you share your silence instead of your words, you will quickly see who is loyal and who is restless. Test their loyalty in silence. Stop over-explaining. Stop announcing every move. Simply move quietly and watch. A loyal friend or family member will remain steady whether you speak or not. They will support you without needing constant information. They will stand by you even when your plans remain a mystery. But a hidden demon will grow uncomfortable in the quiet. They will push for details, gossip about your absence, or even create false stories in the void of your silence. That reaction is a mirror. It shows you who they are when you are no longer feeding them with the currency of your vulnerability. Many relationships survive only because you keep supplying them with your secrets. Once you stop, the counterfeit nature of their loyalty becomes clear. Here is a principle: silence exposes intentions faster than words ever can. If you want to know who truly walks with you, stop announcing where you're going. Move in silence, act without warning, and watch who remains at your side. Those who grow bitter, suspicious, or distant were never for you. They were for what you could provide. Another test of silence is time. Withhold your voice during your struggles. Do not broadcast every hardship. See who notices your absence, who checks in without being asked, who offers support without a cry for help. That is loyalty. Demons, on the other hand, are loyal only to your spotlight. When the applause fades, so does their presence. Silence also protects you from betrayal. Every secret you share becomes a weapon in the wrong hands. Many people pray for your downfall with the very ammunition you gave them. When you choose silence, you disarm them. You deprive them of the power to wound you, and in that stillness you preserve your peace. Do not mistake silence for weakness. Silence is strength. The most powerful leaders, thinkers, and builders have always known the value of restraint. Speaking less allows you to observe more. Observation sharpens your discernment, and discernment guards your destiny. My friends, here is the test you must practice to withdraw your words. Withhold your plans. Do not announce every dream, every step, every struggle. Then watch. Who grows closer in your silence? Who grows distant? Who respects your privacy? Who demands your details? These responses are not random, they are revelations. When you discover disloyalty, do not rage, do not argue, do not plead. Simply adjust. Remove the access. Not everyone deserves to know your heart, your vision, or your pain. Protect your peace by choosing wisely whom you allow into your inner circle. Because loyalty is not proven by how people treat you when you speak. It is proven by how they treat you when you are silent. Anyone can nod along to your story, but few will walk with you without hearing it. Silence is your shield. Use it. Test it. Trust it. And remember this truth: those who cannot handle your silence were never worthy of your words. Peace is the most precious possession a person can own. Not wealth, not titles, not applause. Peace. Without peace, success is bitter. Without peace, relationships are burdens. Without peace, life becomes a prison. And yet, most people guard their money, their reputation, their belongings, but they leave their peace unprotected, exposed to the thieves who come dressed as friends, family, or opportunity. You must understand this truth: peace is not weakness. Peace is power. It is the foundation of clear thinking, wise decisions, and inner strength. The hidden demons in your circle know this. They do not always come to steal your possessions, they come to disturb your peace. If they can rob you of calm, if they can inject confusion, doubt, and chaos into your mind, they have won. Because when peace is gone, you lose your ability to create, to focus, to rise. Guard your peace the way a king guards his crown. Treat it as treasure, because it is. How do you protect it? By mastering the art of boundaries. Boundaries are not walls of hatred. They are shields of wisdom. Not everyone should have access to your mind. Not everyone should have permission to disturb your emotions. Even those with your bloodline may not deserve entrance into the sanctuary of your peace. The moment you feel drained, agitated, or diminished in someone's presence, pay attention. That is not coincidence. It is revelation. Energy thieves reveal themselves by how they leave you feeling. A hidden demon does not need to shout, curse, or attack directly. Sometimes they use subtle negativity, constant complaints, or manipulative silence to disrupt your state of calm. If you do not guard yourself, you will carry their chaos into your own life. Guarding your peace also requires saying no. Too many people destroy themselves because they cannot resist the urge to please others. They say yes to toxic conversations, yes to draining commitments, yes to manipulative requests. Every unnecessary yes is a withdrawal from the bank of your peace. Learn to say no with firmness and without guilt. A na to them is a ayas to your own soul. Another weapon for protecting peace is solitude. Do not fear being alone. Solitude is not loneliness, it is renewal. It is the place where your spirit heals, your vision clears, and your power returns. Hidden demons thrive when you are distracted and drained, but in solitude, you fortify yourself. You realign with your purpose and remind yourself of what truly matters. And remember, forgiveness is also a guard. When you carry resentment, you hand over the keys to your peace. Anger and bitterness poison your inner world, even when the offender is long gone. Forgive not because they deserve it, but because your peace deserves it. Forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. It means freedom. My friends, the enemies of peace will always exist. Some will arrive openly with conflict. Others will sneak in with false smiles. You cannot always control their behavior, but you can always control your gate. You decide who enters your mind. You decide what conversations shape your mood. You decide whether you hand over your crown or protect it. The world will test you with distractions, drama, and deception. But if you guard your peace like treasure, you remain unshaken. You can move with clarity. You can build without fear. You can love without chains. So make this vow to yourself: I will protect my peace. I will not allow hidden demons to steal the calm that sustains my strength. My peace is my power, my treasure, my crown, and I will guard it with my life. My friends, life is not only a journey of chasing dreams and building success, it is also a battle for your peace. And the greatest battles are not fought against strangers outside your walls, but against hidden demons inside your circle. They wear the faces of friends, family, and familiar companions. That is why you must be vigilant, discerning, and unshakable. You have learned the keys. Watch their reaction to your growth. Jealousy hides in false smiles. Listen beyond their words. Tone and intent always reveal the truth. Study their energy, not their promises. Energy cannot lie. Test their loyalty in silence. Quiet exposes more than questions. Guard your peace like treasure, for peace is the crown of your spirit. If you live by these principles, no mask can fool you, no betrayal can destroy you, and no demon can steal your destiny. You will walk with clarity, free from the chains of false loyalty. So I leave you with this question. Will you allow hidden demons to sit at your table, poisoning your spirit with envy, doubt, and chaos? Or will you rise, discern, and protect your peace like the priceless treasure it is? The choice is yours, and the destiny that awaits you depends on that choice. Stand firm, stay awake, protect your peace, and you will live a life of strength, clarity, and unstoppable power.